So welcome to the Shanti Meditation.
Добро пожаловать на наше занятие по шанти медитации.
So today's topic is where and when should you practice Shanti meditation?
Сегодняшняя тема – это когда и где следует практиковать шанти медитации.
Keep a smile on the face. So we do not practice waking, dream, and the sleep states.
Мы не практикуем в состоянии пробуждения, в состоянии мечтаний, в состоянии сна.
Waking up happens, sleep happens, dream happens.
Случается так, что мы можем просыпаться, быть в пробужденном состоянии, мы можем быть в состоянии сна или мы можем быть в состоянии мечтаний.
You know, there is no doubt we create a conducive conditions to sleep.
Нет sомнения в том, что, например, для того, чтобы заснуть, нам нужны определенные условия.
But in deep sleep, we cannot practice of waking up.
Но в глубоком сне мы не можем практиковать пробуждение.
So simple. Similarly, we cannot practice meditation.
И точно так же в глубоком сне мы не можем практиковать медитацию.
It happens.
Медитация – это нечто такое, что случается само по себе.
So we are aware of three states: sleep, waking up, waking state, and the dream. So fourth state is meditation.
Итак, мы должны осознавать, что существует 4 состояния. Состояние бодрствования, состояние сна, состояние мечтаний и 4-е состояние – это состояние медитации.
So this means what? By different practices, different steps, we create conducive conditions so that the meditation can happen.
И нужно также понимать, что с помощью практик, которые создают определенные условия, мы можем привести себя к тому, что медитация начнется из-за реализации этих условий.
So, you know, I see a lot of people coming to me and they say that they have read that masters in the ancient texts have written that we should practice meditation early in the morning before sunrise.
Множество учеников, которые учатся у Гуруджи, говорят ему о том, что они читали в книгах и в древних источниках, что многие мастера говорят, что следует практиковать медитацию рано утром до восхода солнца.
But your habit is waking up at 10 a.m. in the morning, so how you can wake up before sunrise?
Но если, например, у вас привычка такая вставать в 10 часов утра, то как же вы можете практиковать медитацию до восхода солнца?
So what should we do?
Что же следует делать в этом случае?
When we know that the sleep, waking up, and dream happens, we can only create conditions so that the meditation happens without any conflict and duality.
Если мы осознаем тот факт, что все 3 состояния, бодрствование, сна и мечтание, это нечто такое, что случается само по себе, и мы лишь можем создавать условия для их возникновения, то точно так же и с медитацией мы должны создавать условия для возникновения медитации, чтобы она случилась естественным образом.
So the very first thing is your willingness, your inspiration to change your life.
Поэтому самое главное условие – это ваше желание, ваше стремление к тому, чтобы изменить свою жизнь.
So you are always inspired to take your breakfast, whether you wake up at 5 or you wake up at 10 or you wake up 5 p.m. in the evening.
Например, у вас всегда есть желание и стремление позавтракать, неважно, когда вы встанете, в 8 часов утра, там, в 10 или даже в 7 часов вечера.
You see that? Still you eat the same thing even. So if you get up at 10 and you have a luxury to get up at 10, are you inspired to meditate? That is important.
Точно так же и с медитацией, когда бы вы не встали, даже если у вас есть такая возможность вставать в 10 часов утра, то задайте себе вопрос, насколько вы воодушевлены в данный момент, вдохновлены к тому, чтобы заняться медитацией.
So resolve yourself whenever you wake up from sleep, you have enough time to meditate.
Поэтому вам следует таким образом планировать свой день, чтобы неважно, когда вы просыпаетесь, у вас было достаточно время для медитации.
You know, even if there is a very interesting program on a television channel that you are watching, but if there is a nature's call to go to the restroom, you cannot stop it. You leave everything, you rush to the restroom.
Похожим образом, вот, например, если идет по телевизору какая-то очень интересная программа, но вам нужно по зову природы в туалет, то вы бросаете все и бежите в туалет справлять нужду.
But for meditation that can change your life, your mind says, who cares?
Точно таким же образом нужно поступать и в медитации, даже если ваш ум и говорит, что это не столь важно.
That is why you experience that the stress is natural to you in your life.
Именно по этой причине люди считают, что стресс есть нечто естественное в их жизни.
So I have given you some understanding when to meditate.
Итак, Гуруджи постарался дать небольшие рекомендации по тому, когда нужно медитировать.
So the first thing is that are you inspired to meditate to change your life?
То есть первое здесь это достаточно ли у вас мотивации для того, чтобы медитировать и изменить с помощью медитации свою жизнь.
You will find the time.
Если такой мотивации достаточно, то время вы найдете.
Second is when you are inspired in your daily agenda and the schedule, keep some time for meditation in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and before sleep.
Второй момент – это постарайтесь в своем ежедневном расписании выделить время для того, чтобы медитировать утром, после обеда, вечером и перед сном.
I know your mind might be thinking, I'm too busy, I don't have time.
Ваш ум может говорить вам, что вы слишком заняты, что у вас нет времени на эти вещи.
You see, this is the mind that is not inspired.
И если такое вам говорит ваш ум, это значит, что у вас просто недостаточная мотивация.
And when you are inspired, then you forget about the duration in practice of meditation.
А когда мотивации достаточно, то вы просто забываете даже о том, сколько вы выполняете медитацию, о времени ее выполнения.
So the Shanti meditation has been designed in such a way that you can pick up any one or the two steps for a few minutes and it is done.
Шанти-медитация построена таким образом, что вы можете в любое время выбрать несколько шагов, даже пару шагов из цикла, и потратив несколько минут, вы уже помедитируете.
When you wake up in the morning, sit on the bed with eyes closed and acquire the be comfortable, be carefree and be casual.
Например, утром, когда вы встали только, вы можете сесть на кровать, закрыть глаза и пройтись по шагам, расслабиться, ощутите себя естественно.
That helps you to raise your awareness. Even the first step is done and it is okay.
Это уже помогает вам увеличить уровень своей осознанности. Вы сделаете первый подготовительный шаг в шанти-медитации, и это уже хорошо.
5 minutes of happy and steady pose fires the brain and calms you down.
Всего 5 минут позы удобной, приятной и расслабленной, устойчивой позы помогает вашему уму зарядиться и вам помогает расслабиться.
And then in the afternoon you say, oh, I have little free time, so let me sit. So because you have done the first step, in the morning, happy and a steady pose for 5 minutes, it will take you only 1 minute to move into that happy and steady pose.
И затем, например, после обеда у вас может появиться пару свободных минут для того, чтобы снова заняться медитацией. И поскольку утром вы уже потратили 5 минут на то, чтобы подготовиться, то сейчас вам уже потребуется не более минуты для того, чтобы войти в состояние.
So, and after 1 minute, spend some time in the first 2 steps, which is known as dharana and pratyahara.
И после первого шага, который вы уже быстро пройдете, вы можете посвятить эти ваши свободные несколько минут следующим 2 шагам, известным как дхарана и пратяхара.
So dharana, you are sitting in the office, you're already comfortable, the preparatory step is done. And so you start becoming aware of immediate world outside your body.
Итак, например, вы сидите в офисе, вы уже сели в устойчивые позиции, расслабились, прошли первый подготовительный шаг, и вы можете заняться тем, что начнете осознавать пространство вокруг вас.
You have not done anything and still you are in meditation.
Вы, в принципе, ничего такого особенного не сделали, и тем не менее вы уже находитесь в медитации.
And the second step, which is pratyahara, is to deepen a conscious experience of sensation, relaxation and the stillness.
И дальше следующий шаг, известный как пратьяхара, заключается в том, что вы углубляете свои ощущения как внешнего, так и внутреннего мира и всех ощущений в теле.
And in the evening, either before returning home or after reaching home, you spend some time completing all the 5 steps of Shanti meditation.
А после того, как вы закончите работу, например, вечером возвращаетесь домой, снова вы можете выделить несколько минут времени для того, чтобы закончить медитацию, закончить цикл медитации.
I know you never forget switching off the light while sleeping.
Мы никогда не забываем выключать свет перед тем, как ложиться спать, например.
But your mind doesn't remember. Oh, let me start meditating and fall into sleep.
Но
What is surprise?
почему-то ум очень часто забывает заняться медитацией перед сном.
So you see that you can introduce the last thing that is very important, where to practice meditation. You have lot of incense sticks, good smell, no sound, no noise from outside.
Следующий очень важный аспект – это где именно следует практиковать медитацию, поскольку у всех у нас есть определенные преференции, и мы любим или не любим какие-то звуки, какие-то запахи нам могут мешать и так далее.
But as long as your mind depends on external conditions, it will not help you to succeed.
Но здесь нужно понимать, что до тех пор, пока наш ум зависит от внешних обстоятельств, это есть барьером в достижении прогресса в медитации.
So when you are in the office, then just do it. Instead of thinking, oh, there are a lot of noise, people will tell me that why you have closed your eyes, are you okay?
Ключ здесь – это не обращать внимания на все внешние раздражители и постараться не замечать, не думать о том, что кто-то там на вас как-то посмотрит, когда вы закроете глаза, или там есть какой-то шум на улице. Просто занимайтесь медитацией.
Don't allow the mind to react. When you are in the morning, you have a complaint that you wake up late and you don't have a time.
Не позволяйте вашему уму реагировать на внешние раздражители. Если, например, вы утром просыпаетесь, довольно поздно проснулись, то ваш ум может сказать вам, что уже поздно и нет времени на медитацию.
In the office, you have a problem because people will look at you.
А в офисе, например, у вас может возникнуть проблема, потому что вы будете стесняться людей, которые на вас смотрят.
In the evening, you are tired, that is why you cannot practice.
А вечером вы уже настолько устали, что ваш ум скажет, медитация невозможна.
And in the night, you are watching your favorite television show and you forget to practice.
А уже перед сном вы смотрите вашу любимую телепередачу и просто забываете помедитировать.
You have no time.
И поэтому у вас не хватает времени.
You have no place.
И поэтому у вас негде это делать.
Then leave it. Don't do it.
Если так все складывается, то тогда лучше вообще даже и не начинать практиковать медитацию.
Or understanding today's talk, start doing it every day.
Или же, если вы поняли смысл сегодняшней беседы, сегодняшней лекции, то тогда начинайте практиковать медитацию ежедневно.
So let us start with the Shanti meditation.
Давайте начнем.
So close your eyes, sit in any posture that you like. I'm trying to be casual. I'm always casual and easy. So first close your eyes and sit or lie down, whatever position of the body that your mind likes, get that position. So when you are into that position, what is the goal of the preparatory step? Happy and a steady pose. Happy and steady pose. So we should be aware that we are, the body is in a happy and a steady posture. How we check? And that is what I say, being comfortable. That is the preparatory step. So you look at the neck joint and you feel the sensation and you become aware. You see that I'm looking at the computer screen. I'm casual, I'm aware. Same way. You look at the shoulder joint, feel the sensation and become aware. Look at it, the way I explained to you just now. You are moving into meditation casually. You are not practicing. Meditation is not a practice. So then, look at the hip joint. Can anyone prevent you looking at your hip joint? It is your hip joints. It is your mind. It is the same mind that goes there. It feels the sensation. You become aware and you are already comfortable. You know, it takes a lot of time to explain you how to be comfortable, and you are already there. That is the beauty. And knee joints, look at the knee joints. So what happens? You feel the sensation. Okay, and you are aware. Done. Ankle joints, sensation, and you are aware. Done. What else we need? So in the preparatory step of happy and steady pose, for the sake of understanding and going deeper, I have divided into 3 mini steps. First is being comfortable. Second is being carefree. So today, understand being carefree in a different way. Being carefree means you are aware that you are not doing anything. Come on. So body is in a happy and steady pose. It continues to remain in that state. So the mind knows that at least you are not doing anything at the physical level. Done. What about the thoughts that are coming into your mind? What should I do if the thought is coming? You have promised that you are not going to do anything. So what will happen? Thoughts will come and thoughts will go. When you are aware that you have not to do anything, what it needs not to do anything. It needs a simple awareness. Thought comes, okay, come. Thought goes, okay, go. Done. I know some of you will tell me that I had lot of thoughts. Why you say that? Your mind unconsciously wanted to control these thoughts. Your mind wanted to control these thoughts. So when you do not control these thoughts, you are carefree. And again, I stress in the third mini step, be casual. Can you tell me how to practice to become casual? That is a crazy statement. How to practice to be casual? You have to do nothing. You are where you are. Where you are in a happy and steady pose. You are aware of it. Thoughts are coming and going, and you are aware you are natural. This is the preparatory step. So now it has taken 5 to 6 minutes. Even if you do the preparatory step every day without fail, inspiring yourself, within a week you will experience the changes taking place. Don't you have this time? Now coming the first step. The Shanti meditation is a journey that takes you to the state of mindfulness in totally a different dimension. Sometimes, we label the mindfulness as a breath awareness. So And we okay, focus on the breath, count the breath, use a mantra on the breath. But that is not mindfulness. It is at a state. It is different. And what is different is easily understood by the Shanti meditation, the beginner's meditation session. First step is the dharana. What is dharana? You are in the office. That space of that office is a confined space. Home is another confined space. Car is another confined space. What do you have to do? To be in the car, to be at workplace, and to be in the home. When you're already at home, and what you have to do it? Nothing. So, how to raise your awareness in dharana, the first step. So now you're in a happy and steady pose. Become aware of the space outside. Eyes are closed and you're aware of the space in front of you, back of you, top of your body, bottom of your body, right side of your body, and the left side of your body. Now see that you're in a happy and a steady pose. You're not doing anything because the body is not moving. And you become aware of the space outside. Some of you may simply become aware of the space in front of you. Others will become aware of the space between the wall in front of you or the computer and the front of your body. Same thing will apply in the top, the bottom, the right, and the left. The space is there, no doubt about it. And you are aware of it, you know it. What happens? You have confined the habitual mind without knowing it. So when you have confined the mind without knowing it, the mind is ready to move into the higher state. Done. There is another way to complete this first step. That is what we have done last week also. Become aware of the space all around the head and the neck. Then, and experience the sensation and the stillness. Now, in the very first step, you will start experiencing a sense of relaxation. It's a progress, it's a beginning. Then look at the right arm and the space all around it. So when you look at the space all around the right arm, the mind begins moving to the right arm. It first looks at the happy and the steady position, and then it experiencing something deeper. That is sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Or simply sensation, and the relaxation. And you can add the third step also. Third step is moving inside. But let us do as a independent third step. So you experience the sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Left arm, space outside, sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. That is our second step, which I say the pratyahara. There is a natural withdrawal of the mind from outside to inside. You know, in the office, you have decided to go to your home. Good. You reached your home. You park the car outside. What you do after that? Do you start walking in the street? There is a natural movement towards the home, isn't it? That's what we're doing. The right leg, the space outside, and then what is the natural movement? Do you want to move outside and start thinking of the office? No. You start looking at the right leg, happy and steady pose, sensation is there, relaxation is there. Then, can't we do the practice? I sometimes wonder. Do we really want to be in peace? Or, okay, move the mind on the left leg. Natural movement of the mind, looking towards the left leg, being there. And when you're there, so what happens? Sensation and relaxation is the outcome. The entire body. You see that I did talk about it, that whether you wake up at 10 a.m. or early in the morning before sunrise or 5 p.m., you never forget to eat by default. So do you have that awareness by default to practice meditation whenever you have little time or more time, or before sleep, or when you are tired, or when you are anxious? Choice is yours. Now the third step, which I say the antar yatra, the inner journey. The challenge is that the mind doesn't know when it moves inside. Second, the mind cannot take the help of the sense organs to move inside. You see that? These eyes cannot see who we are. The ears cannot hear. These senses are one-sided windows. So what we do? Look inside the head and the neck and be there. So the moment you are there, you will experience the separation from outside and inside. Understand it, experience it. What is outside? You are sitting and doing Shanti meditation in your home. So in your home, you are into the third step. And see what the third step looks like. You're looking inside the head, the room, your home, everything disappeared. You are into the space inside your head. And you are aware this is outside and this is inside. You're knowing awareness that you are inside is the key. So there can be 100 steps, but none of these steps helps you, nothing works. So I always say how the Shanti meditation is powerful practice and still very easy, makes you understand mindfulness of Buddhism in totally a different dimension. Right arm inside. Look inside the right arm. So it means you are aware of outside, but you know when you are aware of inside, the outside is kept aside. Left arm inside. You see that we are not doing anything. No practice is done. It is an effortless. It is natural. I make sure that your mind knows, maintains awareness that you're not doing anything. Look inside the rib cage. And you are there. Remember, one biggest objection from the mind comes in the third step. And your mind starts thinking you are outside your home. And I'm saying, look inside the home. And if you're looking inside the home, you will be inside the home. And your mind doesn't accept this. How can I be inside the home when I'm looking inside the home when I'm outside it? I know this objection comes. So understand, mind is not structural thing in the body. It is functional. It has no physical entity. And that is why the moment you are aware of inside the heart, you are there. I believe you get it. If you don't get it, we'll discuss after. Move the mind on the right leg. Look inside the right leg. You see what I'm saying? Mind is functional. It is not structural. It is not an object to be displaced from one position to the other. So it looks inside the right leg, it experiences the space, the sensation, relaxation in the stillness, and deeper inside, the space brings the calmness. Enjoy that state. You do nothing and you are there. That is the beauty of the Shanti Meditation-Beginners Program. Look inside the left leg. What? Yes, you're looking there and you are there inside the left leg with awareness of the space, with awareness of the calmness. You're there. Now look inside the body from the top to the bottom. Look inside the body. Again, it's so easy to understand. Well, the mind doesn't want to understand. Then what I'm saying. Mind is functional, not structural. It is not an object. It is not a matter. It doesn't have a shape or a size. It doesn't have a mass. So what I'm saying, you're looking outside the body. You experience the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. In the third step, what is the third step? You're looking inside the body. You are aware of inside. The moment you are aware of inside, you're already living with it. Why? Mind is functional. It is not a brain. It is not an object that needs the time and the space. That is how I worked on different principles and the teachings of different masters to design the Shanti meditation for beginners. Okay, you're already living within. What should be the ideal next step? Is to continue to live within. So we use the breath awareness in Shanti meditation to maintain awareness that we are living within. How? 3-point awareness. That is our fourth step. Look at the breath that is going in and out. You feel the sensation of the breath. And you do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Again, the mind asks what we are doing. You're not doing anything. You're looking at the breath. The breath is going in. Breath is coming out. So what we have to do? Nothing. We are simply looking. We know. We are aware. Second thing, we are aware. We feel the sensation inside the nose when the breath goes in and out. What is the third point? We are also aware that we are not changing the rate and the rhythm of the breath. The moment we change, that will mean we are doing something. So what we have to do nothing, knowing, I know I'm not doing anything. How do I know? I experience what I'm speaking to you is not me. That is little a higher state. We'll go into that. Come on. And we extend this fourth step to the fifth step. And again, see that you are still in the same state of doing nothing. The breath goes in, comes out, feel the sensation, no change. These are the 3 points. The fourth point, the moment the breath goes in, you look at a point on the forehead. You look at any point on the forehead. I'm looking at the computer screen and I'm aware of any point. Same thing. Breath goes in, look at a point on the forehead. The breath comes out, look at a point on the forehead. For the sake of withdrawing the mind from outside to inside, with the same nature, the habit of the mind, we can get rid of the mind and we can transcend the mind by picking up a habit of the mind itself and using the same habit. And that is the key. So what we are doing, the breath goes in, you look at a point on the forehead. The moment you feel the sensation there, drop, Shantoham. Breath comes out, Shantoham. Goes in, Shantoham. Comes out, Shantoham. Remember, this is not a japa. Second, you are not concerned about any mantra, even though it is a mantra. Shantoham. Shantoham means I am the peace. But we are using this sound to go beyond the mind. We are using the Shantoham through the mind to go beyond the mind. It is something like the salt mountain goes into an ocean to find where is the ocean. So what's going to happen? That salt will melt, it will merge into an ocean, it will become one with the ocean. The same thing happens here. Continue. Shantoham. Shantoham. So we are not, crazy after the mantra that, okay, this mantra awakens. No, we are using the sound as a device, as a means to explore our subjective reality. And now do nothing. For the sake of awareness and for the sake of the mind, maintain your awareness that you are in the state of doing nothing. All the 5 steps helps your mind to move inside to discover the inner peace. Inner peace in Sanskrit is known as Shanti meditation. That is why we say this is the Shanti Meditation-Beginner's Program. We have 5 levels of it. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, on the left hand. Lift your both of arms, place it in your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. Now, eyes are open and let us start sharing your experiences. Look at the state, how calm it is. So, how are you, Samir?
I'm fine, sir. There was a tingling sensation in my feet. Just that's
That's
all.
good. I could see your face appears very calm and relaxed. That's wonderful. How are you, Kate? You can speak or you can write in your chat. And I don't know, Dennis will see to it that how those people who are attending uh, on YouTube can send their message to share their experiences. I wonder. But Dennis, how are you? Dennis, Kate, Antonina, peaceful experience. Didn't feel like leaving the meditation. Dennis writes, this is a wonderful state. So I always try to give a different expression in order to help your mind understand the principles on which this meditation is based. It's a wonderful expression by Dennis, peaceful experience. And then writes, thank you, Guruji. Today was a very good sound. Yes, yes, Sasha, I did it. We discussed on that issue and we realized what is the problem. So, how are you smiling, Kate and Janina? And also, Dennis, find out that how we can help those people who are attending on YouTube. First one, they should make sure that they can share their experiences. So I will keep that YouTube link also open. Okay, thank you, Guruji. I feel peace and quiet, but I had a problem with the concentration. Yes, that is another excuse Kate, the mind brings in, and it says, no, I was not focused. Why I was not focused? Because mind was paying more attention to the thoughts going on in the mind. We need not to worry about it. You continue the journey and you will be there. Yogi people can write if they want to. If they don't want to, not much we can do about it. Oh, that is good. So those people who are watching from this group on YouTube, please write your experiences, good or bad, high or low, and I will keep that link open to show, to talk, and to communicate. Does anyone wants to write on the YouTube? Please do so with your name, because that will help you to understand the practices. You know, Dennis clearly says YouTube, those who are watching the YouTube on the YouTube can write if they want to. Several people are watching. Is anybody ready to share their experiences? You need not to be shy. You can be shy in anything in the world outside, but never be shy in sharing your experiences with the teacher. Why? The teacher is going to help you to point you out how you can progress. So that is all for today. We'll take up another topic next week, and practices will also be redefined. Thank you, my friend. Be in peace. Keep smiling.